Part 3 in the Happy Aloha Friday here with the Abba and the Abbacados. And yeah, it's been a long day today, but it's been a lot of great music like usual here. And so I'm making a run here. I think I'll be able to pull this off. I think I might be able to pull this off. Oh no, it's more than I thought. Okay, I'm gonna go until I can't go anymore. If I can't go anymore, you guys know how this works. I'll just make it up tomorrow. But I know, is that you, Turnip, looking out for me? Oh shit, Turnip's looking out for me. All right, here we go. Let me just get right into it. Power of the Funk. We're gonna be doing, I've been doing some music from Igorrr lately. I just did one recently, so here's another one. But this one is called, no, the band is Igorrr, the song is Tout, Petit, Little Mockingbird. Did I say that right, DR? I'm sure I butchered the hell out of that. And here's a little extra cheese. Salutation, GBzians. The aliens have landed. Lay back, relax, and enjoy. They're about to funkanize all of you. By the way, Mr. Jeeves, love your mustache. It comes connected with the beard, though. All right, here we go. This is from Igorrr. Let's go. Is this the same band that I just did their video on that was really hyper techy? I think the song was called ADHD or something. Oh wow, thanks, Shrimp. Okay. Now I'm feeling Igorrr-ish. Oh wow. This is giving me elements of the fifth element. Oh shit. Was that done with a mute button on the board? You're right, Derp. This definitely has final boss vibes, doesn't it? That's what I thought it was, bubbles. I mean, exactly, SB. Holy shit. An incredible blend with an absolutely demonstratively talented singer that expressed a few different styles, weaving in a little bit of the opera techniques with just her own, you know, dynamics and getting some dirt and some growl out of some of these notes and stuff. And coupling it with this Igorrr kind of vibe. That's why it sounded really kind of like, you know, EDM 3035. You know, the year 3035. Just really super eclectic choice of bringing those two elements together. The Igorrr vibes and the opera vibes. This apparently, though, was done 10 years ago. So, I mean, bring it to life for us. I appreciate that, dropping the bomb on us like that, but that was just crazy, nuts, mental. Opera, mics, and technique, yeah. No two ways about it. But she really opened up that mouth. And if you know things about singing and stuff like that, that's projection 101. The mic just enhanced, I think, the ability to add reverb and do some other things to it to give it more of a swimmy vibe in mixing. I was wondering though if her vocal line was running through one of the DJ's boards, because there was something that happened about 3/4 of the way through the track where it sounded like they did one of those volume mutes. No, can't even do it. You know, while she was holding on a note. Of course, she could have done it herself. It just sounded like something that would have been super trick to do if Igorrr could pull that off. Next up is Doc Doom. Doc Doom, how are you? I'm fine. We're listening to an artist, Greyhaven. The name of the song is Sweet Machine. Are you ready? Doc Doom, are you still here? Let's go, buddy. Is this delicate and sweet? I'm very afraid, Senori, when you say that. Caught me off guard. Shit. Ooh. Love the guitar tone on this, whatever's going on here. Sounds like there might be some tapping happening, but I love the tone here. Oh yeah, Tozy, you're right. Now that you said it. Very musical what they're playing here with the music. If that was like the end of a verse or a bridge section or a pre-chorus or something, I don't know. No, that was their verse. Oh, nice little turnaround, trip up on the rhythm. I love the Soundgarden vibes of the guitar. Wow, listen to this guy's clean tones. The singer. I shake my head because it's one of those amazing things to have such a great clean tone like this. And now he's gonna like put his balls in the vice grip. Pull it up at him. This was incredibly well produced, incredibly well written. I did kind of call it though, as far as like, we're just find a little place to stop there. How they were taking the song out by muting out, you know, certain sections of the track. I said, I bet you they're going to just leave it just with him. And we almost did. We almost got a little guitar effect to join that. Once again, for the millionth time, always incredibly just blown away at the ability these singers have to sound so wonderful with their clean tones and the subtle nuances of vibratos and different things, and then they can turn it around and put that energy into it. It's just extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary, especially from the era that I come from, right? 60s, 70s, 80s, nobody was singing like that. Nobody was doing stuff like that. And, you know, the evolution of musicianship and guitar playing and drums and sounds, all I'm going to is, this has been a crazy ass journey in my life to listen to music like this and find it so freaking musical still. There was a Slipknot kind of element into it as well. But as far as the track was concerned, it was a freaking banger. That's what I'm saying. Next up. Hardcore. It's going hardcore, Michael Leeson, and then It Snows in Australia, so stand by. Hardcore wants us to check out a track from the game Silent Hill 3. You know, I noticed we haven't been doing a lot of gaming tracks. I mean, the video game and anime stuff, I think when I lit that firecracker off for more metal, we're getting hit. But nonetheless, this is from the game Silent Hill 3. The name of the song is called Compilation, End of Small Sanctuary, Breeze, A Stray Child, Please Love Me Once More. Another compilation from me. It's a psychological horror game. This is occult violence giving birth to an evil god. But at its core, it's a story of slightly angst teenage girl. No, you're right. You're right about that. There's a lot of streams where I get nothing but gaming, so which is fine. I just noticed that we've been in more of the banging artist kind of vibe. Here we go. The composer is Ikira Yamaoka. voice going da, 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 da. What a trippy sound. It's a great vibe, without a doubt. But in the game, it seems like this track was maybe over a dialogue section where two characters might be talking to each other or something. Okay, the next track's coming up is called Breeze. Sexy vibing. Tracks have kind of a repetitive format to it. So I take it these are tracks that are just playing behind certain cutscenes or something like that, yeah? That are more in between the game where characters talk to each other or connect or do something. I'm loving this. They flipped that around. Oh, those are some trippy ass characters right there. Perfect for this track. I'm looking at whatever this represents. Yeah, Milkfire, that's a good word right there, the atmosphere vibe. I gotta try to write a piece like this. I'm influenced, you know. I ain't hiding it. Guitar is a loop. love how it follows up. Whatever those arrangements are, outside the first 3 notes that are being hit, the guitar, are followed up with a very wide, kind of like analog bell vibe that really lets it glide out there. Chat went to sleep. I like this little rhythm here. It's kind of closing up a little bit of a this was a cool compilation. It gave me a really nice idea and a vibe, you know, with the thumbnails and the music, and as you guys were saying, I guess Silent Hill is known for kind of that. This is all vibe oriented. Looks like the game must be pretty old though, right? Somebody kind of let me know is that the game possibly is maybe back in the day. Excuse me. Yeah, Turnip, wasn't that cool how they did that? It's like I really enjoyed that part of it because that part where the guitar was, the 3 notes was kind of like, it was a nice little mono sound. The only thing is that I could tell when you listen to loops, so one thing you could do if you go, I wonder if this is a loop, what you have to listen for is a nuance of the instrument. So there was a string buzz in the second note. I said, okay, there's a string buzz there. And then let me hear, oh, that string buzz is identical. Oh, that string buzz, as every time it looped, they're like, okay, fine. So they're using a loop here, et cetera, et cetera. That's just the dissection thing in the head. But then they followed up with those really nice kind of bell, you know, analog-y bell kind of vibes to give it just a nice little spread there. And that's to me some very sexy production going on there. So, all right, next up is Michelson. We're going to be listening to some Lordi. Lordi, Acid Bleeding Eyes. Oh, that sounds like it's going to be a gem. So last time we checked out the 80s themed Lordi song, Heart of a Lion. This is a lot different with heavier riff and more thrash metal vibes from the Lordi album, Lordi Universe, Lordiversity, Abracadabra. All right, let's do this. You guys ready for some Lordi Lord? Oh, Lordi Lord. You're right about the more focus on the riffage. Still has that Metallica thrash. Medical thrash. Jesus. You know it's been a long stream. Yeah, the medical's got me pinned. God, that kick drum has got such a high little spike and like, I got about 3,500. Clicky. The isolation of the kick, though, I don't know. It's not that it's bothering me. It's just pulling my ears in there. Lordy, lordy. All right, so here's my takeaway on Lordi. First of all, that was a little bit more of a banger track than just slightly more than that last one that we listened to. Still encompassing the same exact kind of thoughts that I had about the voice and the performance. But, you know, from what I understand, maybe the Lordi is fairly new. It says that this was released about 3 years ago. And it's almost like, you know how Ghost... Hang on for a second, just in case people think I'm going to do something sacrilege to compare Lordi and Ghost. What I'm about to say is what Ghost brings into their fan base with a very nostalgic sounding kind of rock of the day as a band that does that and specializes in that for whatever else the rest of their lore is, if you would. It's like Lordi, no pun, Lordi, get it? I'm sorry, stupid. Is that Lordi seems to be on that same landing pattern, you know, and they stick the landing on sounding very, you know, original core, thrash core. Let's call it thrash core. And they just step it up and level it up a few notches and stuff. So, you know, and the second it opens up, I'm thinking, you know, it's got, to me, I don't know a lot of thrash bands. I'm sure there's others that you can name that I'll go, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But I got to think of Metallica just because I think that's they're the king of thrash, is what I'm saying. Snow is in Australia. Has he gone to sleep yet? He's in Tennessee. I bet you he's knocked out. I haven't seen him in the comments for a little bit. Let's see what we got here from It Snows in Australia. Okay. Oh, hey, this is a track from It Snows in Australia. You guys ready for this? Excuse me. So this is one of his pieces of work. So let's go. He relies on us for honesty, joy, celebration of his work. And he is talented too. All right, guys, let's go. Let's see what this is all about. Hello. I know, real groovy, right?
Hello, hello, you must be new around here. I speak my truth into the atmosphere, cause oh, it's so low. Everywhere you go, it's unbelievable. It's grand theft audio, and people don't care till it hurts them so. Round and round and round and round and round it go. Oh, Lord, I got to go. Take my little nut and get back to my little hole. People don't know much.
What is this him singing? Oh man, I wish he was here. Bruh, this is a jam. This is very Snows in Australia, this rhythm pattern that we heard.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Cool breeze underneath sun ray. Faces smile, sometimes they say.
I love this performance vocally. Kind of reminds me of Scholastic Rock. Conjunction,
Why you were so
junction,
down
what's your
with that
function?
plan? You want change, but say no one can. So you Mr. Bootlicker, #1 fan. You gotta do what you gotta do for the fam. Believe me, the powers that be, they understand.
You know, there's some really great double stop work on the bass.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4,
Pretty abstract.
3, 2, 1.
I was waiting for it to come back in. It sounds like Mardi Gras after about 30 drinks. It snows in Australia. Oh my God, that was so cool. That ending, when I said it sounded like a drunken night from Mardi Gras, wasn't a ding. It was, I guess, couldn't have said it better than what SB said, which was the dissonance in that kind of, it felt like a spinning room of drunkenness and stuff like that. I loved how you, like the rest of your instrumentation is kind of got its own life and its rhythm pattern and stuff. But it's adjacent, very close to what you have set as the drum tempo, or I'm sorry, the drum pattern, and it stays close to it, not on top of it, not like overly quantized on it. And I think that definitely adds to the sexiness of it. And I don't know, Bub, is that your voice? You're gonna have to tell us on the next stream or something. Whether it is or isn't your voice, I will say it definitely had that really laid back kind of tone from the Scholastic Rock days on the song Conjunction Junction. I mean, that's a particular tone in the voice, and the guy that performed that song had that kind of conjunction junction, what's your function? Hooking up words and phrase, you know. And I love that performance, man. That is him singing SB. Jeez. Man. It snows in Australia for the win. That was great. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Especially when you share with us, please. I put that video out there before. If there's anybody, a few people here left in the chat, if you have music you've written, you're not too sure whether or not it's ready or it's work or how the mix is and stuff. And if you've been hanging out with me long enough, we hear so much music with so many different eclectic approaches. Please put it out. Don't besmirch yourself. I go, I wonder what people will say. I want to know. I mean, of course, you got to be comfortable with that process. But please put it out. You know, nobody's ever going to get the opportunity to listen to what you have in here and their creativity until you do put it out. And then who are we to, I mean, when we sit here and listen to it, you know, I don't think I've ever once in the 2 years I've been doing this stream have I heard anybody go, oh, that's the worst music I've ever. No. If anything I've ever heard, people might say it's just might not, it's not my jam. But, I mean, if you're hiding back there, man, put that stuff out there, man. This was a great track. Good night, Crossface. Next up is, let's go with Melchoir Blade. Melchoir Blade. Is Us Wants to, how's that? Is Us Wants to listen to a song from Masashi Hamauzu. Masashi Hamauzu. The name of the song is Ogasawara Island Theme. Hi, Jeebs. Long time no see. I know, it has been a while. How are you? This is a relaxing island theme guitar solo track from my favorite composer. It's short and sweet, so hope you enjoy. Well, let's do this. And I hope you're doing well. It's been a while. Happy Aloha Friday to you. Or maybe it's already Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. Here we go. So delicate, the playing. Oh, that was it? Boo. Well, there's a part of me that I'm glad that was it, because I was going to fade. If it went on for another 2.5 minutes, you guys would have had to, like, somebody would have had to ding me on my phone from Discord to wake me up. What a beautiful, subtle, delicate piece. And all bar chorded, a little higher up, about 3/4 of the way up through the neck of an acoustic guitar. That's a lot of bit of work. Very clean transitions in the chord changes and in the melody. Very little fret noise. Obviously a master guitar player. You know, a master guitar player, when I say that, doesn't mean they're going to go as fast as Al Di Meola or, you know, Paco de Lucia and stuff like that. Also, sure, you know, they have that in the skill set. But to me, the more powerful part of that kind of a skill set of a guitar player is how well you can do tracks like this, so light, so beautiful, and be so sensitive to the noises that you potentially can have. String buzzing, fret noises, finger to fret, finger to string, fret noises and buzzes and stuff like that. It was just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So thank you, Milk Choir Blade, for hanging in here and hanging out this long. I hope you're doing well. Don't be such a stranger, bro. Who's up next here? Let's go with Greenly Floating. Greenly Floating? Greenly Floating wants us to listen. Oh, let me see. How about some Celeste? I like Celeste because she's one of my favorite composers here. So let's do that. Track plays as we go through an abandoned and ruined hotel where the owner is pretending that everything is fine. He's barely holding it together mentally, despite our protagonist helping him. He eventually snaps and boss fights begin. This track is basically a suite of music through this whole level. Alrighty, let's go. Celeste, Scatter, and Lost. Here we go. God, I love Lena Raines' work. You guys agree? Nice little flair of classical work there in the piano playing. But I do like the little soft jazzy drum approach to it. condescending dissension. Nice. Ugh. Love that lead sound. Great tone. So I guess maybe this is where you're getting into the boss fight, because now it's getting a little darker. Wow, this is great. Actually, what's really happening that really makes this groove for me is what's happening in the high-end trap, the hi-hats and the kick. I mean, there's a nice rhythmic play between an arpeggiation and her piano configurations, but comboed up with that trap kick arrangement, so cool. Oh wow. Underwater Dojo, what was the name of that show? You're right, it has that vibe. What is that? The red-headed lady? X-Files, right, thank you, Tyler. Took this into a great place. Oh, those drums. This is probably as interesting as a piece of music and probably what's happening in gameplay. So I can imagine marrying this together. This must be a great little area, a run to play here as a boss fight. You only have one thing to say when you listen to a track like this from Lena Raines. You just go Lena Raines. She's a master at plotting these musical arrangements, how to take something that has potentially a very chill pattern, chord progression pattern, and she's an absolutely incredible arranger. And I know that may not hold as much, value to people who might hear when I say what I say, but you can write something with chords and just do ba 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 ba, right? And make them all just very major, basic triads or whatever the case is. It's all the stuff that you add in there. Those are the arrangements. And this kind of talent and arrangements doesn't come easily. It comes with your own personal flair, how you like to do things, how you hear things. That's why everybody individually is unique when it comes to arrangements. And that's what she's a master at, as far as I'm concerned. I think I've listened to about a dozen of her tracks already, and I'm just a huge fan of hers. She's incredibly talented, and every time I see it pop through here on the stream, I'm like, yep, let's go. I'm already in a good mood. I don't even have to know how, just let's go. So, Lena Raines, I know she never sees any of my stuff, but if you ever see this, fucking so talented. I'm just an old man sitting on an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. What the hell? Next up, Jerdman. 2330, Jerdman. Let's see if Jerdman is here. Jerdman wants us to listen to, hey, we're going in for another game. This is, hey, Jerdman, how are you, buddy? This is Super Mario Galaxy, Beach Bowl Galaxy. Hey, that's right up there for me. I'm on the beach. We play beach bowl, not beach balls, beach bowl. There could be beach balls on the beach bowl. And then you fall in a beach hole. And then you have a son, and then it's a son of a beach hole. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm late in my stream, you guys. Come for me. I'm just saying. This is a level in the game that has penguins chilling on the beach. This was composed by Mahito Yokota. All right, here we go. I can use a mojito mochoka myself. Here we go. So it does. It has that Caribbean vibe. That's great. Penguins on a beach. CSB, that's what I'm talking about. A little bit of that salsa vibey. I mean, the big giveaway, obviously, is steel drum arrangement. God, what a great arrangement. That's where I would have gone. I love that cheesy trumpet.
Sorry.
Guys, I am losing it, right? Nice little triplets there. Gosh, it's such a great track, so melodic. It's got that Caribbean vibe. You had the steel drums in there. You had that very upbeat, bouncy thing. I mean, you can see penguins on the beach. I don't know what they're doing. Are they dancing? Are they playing part of a game? Are they, You know, it doesn't sound like a part of the game if there's penguins on the beach that maybe they're pushing each other around in a pool or getting points or on the beach playing volleyball or something, but just sounds like it's really super fun. You know, is the whole soundtrack, Jerdman, this whole soundtrack, does it have this kind of vibe, this Caribbean-ish thing, or was this kind of uniquely tailored for this particular part in the game? You know? Oh, excuse me. Because it sounds like maybe the whole game is probably composed in the style of being fun and fashionable and upbeat and, hey, let's go. Just this level, okay. Well, I loved it. Out of everything you could have chosen from this, I'm glad you brought this one in, because that kept me going. I got more songs to do here, and that just, you know, gave me the juice to continue to do so. You know, so hi, how are you? All right, let's keep going. What else do I got here? 27 more donos. Oh my God. Next up is Derp Cat Dog. Derp Cat Dog, Derp Cat Dog. Derp Cat Dog, Derp Cat Dog. Derp Cat Dog, Derp Cat Dog. The cat's derpy cat, a dog's eating dog. Okay, hang on for a second. See, I could have just taken that melody, put it down, throw some really nice chord changes behind it, put it out there, and I'd be a game composer. Oh, that's horrible. I shouldn't have said it that way. That's not true at all. I'm just being an idiot right now because I'm tired. But I'm going. Derp Cat Dog wants us to listen to a game. OST. I'm doing good. And the game is, I think I've done something from this game. Wolfenstein, The New Order. The name of the song is Deathshead's Compound. Hello, Jeebs. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. The game OST was done by me. Oh, we got one from Mick Gordon. Funny, we were just talking about that guy. Wolfenstein is set in an alternative timeline where the Allies lost World War II and Adolf Hitler and the Nazi scum took control of the world. And you play as BJ Blazkowicz, which you join the remaining survival Allied forces to rise against the new Nazi regime. You hear this when fighting Deathshead himself. At the end of the game, you also hear it in the second game, the new Colossus, when you have to fight through a ton of Nazis to survive and induce coma you are in. All right, guys. All I needed to hear is that this was from Mick Gordon. I'm a very big fan of his style of composition. Let's see what this sounds like. Wolfenstein. Okay, thank you. You know me. See right here, I'm already detecting this particular brand of establishing the deepest of darkness you possibly can and how long he takes to get us in. Insidious is a great word. this before. He did Doom. This is like a slight pull from Halo. Bueller. Oh, okay. Sorry, I forget there's like a 10-second delay. What a gritty, unique tone there on the guitar. Two different passes, though. Some of the accents are different. And I love that. Anybody give me a little heads up on what's actually happening in gameplay during this music? Are you like going through corridors and shooting things or something? So it's a single person POV. And it's like going through cities with that stuff. Oh, okay, I see. Gotcha. All right, thank you. Oh, I see. All right. Thank you, non-offensive. And Square Meal and Underwater Dojo. Changer. I like what he did right there. That was really cool. See if he goes to the... Oh, he didn't. Somebody was just mentioning 9 Inch Nail or Trent. A little bit of a vibey like that right here. It's just really straightforward. Just hammering it at home that you're just staying in this death walk kind of vibe while you're hunting down the other guys to kill. You know, there isn't really anything significantly musical about it in the sense of like, where am I hearing some kind of second level melody that might pull me beyond it. But then again, I know I'm listening to a little bit of a compilation, or this is a particular remix, I guess, of one of probably the more, like he said, it plays a couple times throughout the game. Good chord changes, nice. How well did this game do? So it did that good, huh? Oh yeah, pulling 2 sequels out of it, that means it did something. Yeah, it sounds like it looped out. It's only got about another minute to go. Yeah, SB, that probably would have been the best way for me to put it. The way you just said it was that it was very simple. It was not intrusive composition. And I say that in the sense of like knowing what Mick Jordan came up with later for Doom, with all that really super unique rhythmical pattern work that he did that was, you know, extremely riffy, you know, metalcore kind of vibe. This one was intentionally set. It was really straightforward, just these eighth notes that were just chugging all the way through. And this was a remix, so it was longer, and it did loop actually. So, but it definitely keeps you in that like get up and try, don't stop, keep going, keep going. You know, it's so monotonous. in its composition in an uplifting, supporting way to get you to keep going, keep doing it, keep going. Come on, keep going. Come on, get up, hit him. You know, and very simple instrumentation as well. I did like the tone of his guitar, though. I was like, man, that's a scratchy ass tone that if I would have heard it on my own in a plugin, I would have gone, what am I going to do with this? You know what I know? Have you ever done that before? Anybody who's a composer here, have you ever done that? It's like you're listening to patches and stuff, and then you hear something, and go, oh, what the hell is this? And all of a sudden you hear it in a hit song because somebody had the wherewithal to go, well, wait a minute, I can use a flavor like that. That's some kind of little flavor I could use there. And then all of a sudden, I can't tell you through my whole career writing music how many times I go, oh my God, I can't believe he used that loop. It was the most horrible thing. God, it actually kind of worked pretty well. How do you like that? He just needs a different chef, you know, sees the ingredients in different ways and goes, I'll take 2 of those, is what I'm saying. Quirky plugins. I think that should be just the name of a plugin, you know. Next up, let's go with Jack Streams Things, which I'm sure he may have streamed his way out of here by now after, what, almost 5 hours I've been here, I think. Jack Streams Things wants us to check out a band called The Greys. The song is The Very Best Years. Hey there, G-Man. I found you a few months back on YouTube from your reaction to Clowncore. Oh, those guys are great. Which ends up, those guys just blow me away, Clowncore. YouTube isn't Clowncore, wait a minute, isn't Clowncore, oh my God, what's the name? What's the name of that drummer? Cole? Something like that. I don't know. I'm getting tired. YouTube recommended me Clowncore song, and then after listening to it, I immediately needed to find a reaction to it and hopefully make some sense of the insanity and I just heard. Anyways, The Greys was formed as a bunch of dudes from other bands, most notably Jellyfish. I've heard of Jellyfish. Wasn't Jellyfish what the Tool singer was in earlier, or was that Greenfish Jelly Green something? The whole album, Rochambeau, is pretty lit. Would recommend. Fun fact, Beavis and Butthead did a reaction to this music video and turned it off halfway through. Oh my goodness. Okay, then here we go. Let's go. Oh, that was green jelly. Oh, you see, I was close, so I thought it was some kind of jelly or something, or jellyfish, or... Oh yeah, Beavis and Butthead wouldn't have gotten through this at all. It sounds very oh, it's pretty. I like that. That's great.
Sometimes the little one don't do what he's told.
I love there's a little bit of guitar noise in there too.
Yes, there is something you can do, my love.
That was cute. Oh shit, I just said cute in reaction. Oh boy, they're gonna come for me. Screaming melodic. Melodic. SP saved me, I'm dying.
These days, father's not the man that we knew.
That's a good one, Scorpio. I need another gummy.
That's when you find me alone with my will and my wine and the scars to show. Yes, there is something you can do, my love. Won't you help?
Super melodic, man. I love this. This is great. I'm sorry. I love it. I think it's great, man. Beavis and Butthead must have just had a bad day. Screaming back to some Bread Day CCR. Beautifully musical. Oh my goodness.
Can't you feel
They never had a bad
If there is something you can do, my love, won't you help me through these troubled times? And serve to remind that everything is gonna be alright, despite my fighting bitter tears. And serve to remind, yes, everything is gonna be alright, despite my fighting bitter tears. 'Cause these are the very best years.
This is a great track, man. I'm sorry. It's very musical.
These are the very best years.
I thought it was a kick-ass track. I thought it was extremely melodic. Let me get it over here. There you go. Oh, that's what my doctor is looking in for my colonoscopy. Anyhow, I thought it was beautifully melodic, and everything about it, all the chord changes. I really did like the you know, along with the that followed the line of the guitar. So it was just unison in that. I thought it was really super melodic. 1994 this came out. Yeah, you're right. It does have a bends fold kind of thing, and there was something else. There was a couple things that I felt like pulled from the '60s in harmony style and stuff. But God, that was a kick-ass track. Ben Folds does rock. Next up is 1999. I always get this wrong. 1999. Oh, guys, we're gonna be doing some Daft Punk. You guys ready for some Daft Punk? Turn the volume down so you don't go daft. Okay, here we go. This is the song, Giorgio by Moroder. Giorgio by Moroder, is that the name of the track? All right, guys, this is gonna be a bit of a listen here. Here we go. All right.
When I was 15, 16, when I really started to play guitar, I definitely wanted to become a musician. It was almost impossible because the dream was so big that I didn't see any chance, because I was living in a little town, was studying, and when I finally broke away from school and became a musician, I thought, well, now I may have a little bit of a chance, because all I really wanted to do is music and not
I
only
love the
play
tone of
music,
his voice with the
compose
storytelling.
music.
You could feel it.
At that time in Germany, in 69, 70, they had already discotheques. So I would take my car, would go to a discotheque, sing maybe 30 minutes. I think I had about 7, 8 songs. I would partially sleep in the car because I didn't want to drive home. And that helped me for
Partially sleep in the car. That means the other part of him was hanging out.
to survive in the beginning. I wanted to do an album with the sounds of the 50s, the sounds of the 60s, of the 70s, and then have a sound of the future. And I said, wait a second, I know the synthesizer. Why don't I use the synthesizer, which is the sound of the future? And I didn't have any idea what to do, but I knew I needed a click. So we put a click on the 24 track, which then was synced to the Moog modular. I knew that could be a sound of the future, but I didn't realize how much the impact would be.
He
My
was a
name is
groundbreaking
Giovanni
composer,
Giorgio,
I will say
but
that.
everybody calls me Giorgio.
Yeah, man. The little phase shifting on the main instrument, but it's only on this right side. It's very unique. Really great engineering choice. I can't tell if that really is a clean guitar holding the rhythm there. But whatever it is, it sounds great. It's very faint there, but I like it. Ooh, a little lead back there. Nice. It's got like a little Suitcase Roads vibe there in the sound. Paul Jackson Jr., huh? Wow. I already told you my story about him, right? Ooh, the bass. Who's playing the bass on this? I think that is the Suitcase Roads. Nathan East as well, huh? Jeez. Oh, man. Nathan and Paul were both called into the studio. I was an engineer at so many times to do session work.
The concept of harmony and of music being correct, you can do whatever you want. So nobody told me what to do, and there was no preconception of what to do.
That walking down of seconds and fourths is just into minor major. Nice moves. Give us a little bit more of the drums now, giving it some more life here. Who is the drummer? I gotta find out who the hell the drummer is. Oh, it's Omar? Wow. I'm gonna say this part's Omar. Listen to those ghost notes. And that hi-hat work. Oh, Nathan. Pull that rubber band back. It's almost like as if This was an era of pre-scratching, but they're using the synth to get the chi-chi-chi-chi-chi sounds. So now I know where Avengeful 7 and all these guys got the rippage from. Empty out the moog there, that's what I call it. That's that move. Oh, turning the oscillation. What a great track, man. And nostalgic when you were telling me who was playing on it, Ginger. Oh my gosh. You already heard the story, guys. I'll just mention it briefly. In the 80s, I was just a scrub, a second engineer for George Tobin. He was a notorious producer in Los Angeles, and he owned a studio called Studio Sound, which I think is now a sound stage for post-production for some Hollywood studios now. And it was on the corner of Burbank and Lankershim, right behind a Denny's or something like that. It was a great room, 2 rooms. We did Tiffany there and a bunch of really big bands there. But I was just, I was just cutting my teeth in a major system and stuff. And Nathan East and Omar and Paul Jackson Jr. would always cycle through, and I'd be like, hi guys, hi guys, hi guys. Come rolling in with the big racks back in those days, with a. So to me, that really, truly nostalgically really hit me. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, that was good old times in my mind. And Paul Jackson was so humble. He was like, hey, Jeeps, what's going on? What have you been up to? Oh, I got to go. They're calling me. He goes in there, makes $1 million. He comes out and goes, so what are you going to do today? You going to go surfing? Looks like you've already been surfing. Maybe you ought to think about taking a shower. He had a good sense of humor. Anyhow, let's continue on. Oh yeah. This plus. Well, let's just also talk about the track. I forgot to level into that. It was just a fantastically produced piece of work and so well written. I've heard of Daft Punk. There's no two ways about it. But I never understood if they were a production team, kind of like those producers that would produce Janet Jackson and stuff like that. I forgot the name of that production team. But I guess Daft Punk are arrangers, right? They're a duo, but they are more than just like 2 guys turning a keyboard or something, right? They're musicians and putting out projects, I believe. Something of that nature. I just love the way this sounded. I was in my glow. I was in my glow. Okay, next up. Jack Zira. Have you gone to sleep yet? Are you patiently back there hanging out? He went to sleep, most likely. Oh, there he is. Jack Zero, we finally got to your track. Check this out. Wait a minute. Did you change it, though? Was this a different one? You said, I think earlier you said you were going to parachute in and change it. I think. Is this the one that you parachuted and changed? Guys, another track from Doom, the new Doom. The song is called, he did swap it out, great. So this is from the new Doom release. The song is called Infernal Chasm, which is what I should have called one of my ex-girlfriends at some point. We talked about it briefly before the stream the other day, and I've been loving the new Doom. I know, you did warn me, the new Doom game. Here's one of my favorite tracks from the OST. Composer is Finnish Move Incorporated. So I'm guessing that that's what they call the team of composers, or the individual. They have their own little side name. They definitely did their best to follow Mick's footsteps, while also taking inspiration from Bobby Prince's work on Doom 1 and 2. Oh, there's been that many Dooms, huh? All right, here we go. Oh, you guys didn't like my joke? Oh, the original Dooms. Oh, when it was more like 16-bit? I mean 16K. I mean whatever. This right here puts your hair on the back of your neck up just at this point. That's what I meant. Thanks for the save, Turnip. I think I'm going on 5.5, 6 hours here. Okay, this might lean into a little bit more. Industrial metal, but it's very expressive, going in and out of these darker passages like this. The chugs are definitely, for me, feeling like we've got a very heavy blend of an EDM stab along with the guitars. There's a very abrasive, unique EQing to it. See, this is what's masterful for me. Get me in that mood. Oh, that's a good point, Lisa. But I mean, do you kind of still feel when I say, like, as grindy as it is, they're really playing it safe? Just keeping everything in your face. I was waiting for it to come back in. They're gonna blast our ear holes in stereo with that same riff, I think. Somebody take out the thrash. All right, this is their version. That's their move of cut time. God, I do remember paying for ringtones. So here we go, guys. Here's another track from the same composer team for this new game. And they nail it when it comes to keeping your head on a swivel while you're doing whatever you're doing through gameplay. Always just laying it forward, keeping you marching forward, staying really straight with the grind and the pace. I take it maybe the pace of the game and also the pace of the player getting through different sections. I've never played it, so I don't know. I do know that it was very similar layouts to Halo type stuff, you know, back in the beginner days and stuff like that. And obviously I'm sure it's advanced much more into something that's ginormously super cool. But without a doubt, this track, unlike the other one, it's got a really safe forward grind. They stay in a pocket. They're not being over the top, riffy, rhythmically, you know, challenging you to stay in step. Now that might be a very unique thing to pull because, you know, mixed stuff definitely had a lot of riff work to it, a lot of stop starts, a lot of very unique, you know, like I said, once again, the metalcore kind of vibe. But I'm sure that everybody's really happy with this soundtrack for those who are playing the new Doom. And so, and it does what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to just keep you spinning and keep your head on a swivel and keep the game going forward. I think when we geek out on you know, on here on our stream over music like that, I think we have a tendency to geek out because we're all kind of geeks. I think we're all kind of musical geeks. Even if you're not a musician, there's just something about a lot of the music that comes through our stream that we all kind of gel with. That this one was just hammers on the wall, in laying it in and just keeping it forward and keeping it just, you know, it would be like, you know, the slaves rowing the old ginormous boats over, you know what I'm saying? That just repetitive, hellish kind of vibe. That's all I got to say about that. One last song, guys, and then we're done. I'm pushing 6.5 hours, and I've still got some energy. I don't know how I'm doing this, but I guess when the gummies come down, it doesn't hit me like it used to. Guys, one more from Tuzi. Tuzi, are you still here? You have been having fun and hanging out in the chat, and you have been just having the best time here. There you are. There you go. How are you, Tuzi? We're doing your track, bro. Okay, here we go. Oh, did we not just... Wait a second. I bet... No. Is it could have been? Did we do one earlier? From the band Odesza? Did somebody bring it in and then you're coming in with your favorite track of this? Just help me with that because my brain, I'm bleeding all into one. Yes, we did? Okay. Okay. Just wanted to make sure, bro. Because, yeah. I'm going to have just enough time to get on my old man dating app called Carbon Dating and start looking for... I'm just going to shut up. I adore Odesza, and I wanted to show you a more popular track that I absolutely love. Okay, Tuzi, this is for Yuzi. Let's doozy this. It's a doozy, I bet. Oh, shit, I'm just going to shut up. We're going for it. Odesza, the song is Say My Name. Bitch. Okay. Hey, Play Saying, how are you? Oh, wow, this is cool. Great play on the vocal shots. This is great. I love this track. Ooh, nice. Come up with that atmospheric pad. Why do I recognize a little something here? Oh, it's a cover. Bruh. Well done. It stands on its own in production and composition. I like the glitchiness of it. There's still some essence of like, yeah, give me some of that like electric keyboard vibes there. A little bit of a human element there in the show. I love those vocal shot triggers. I like some of the campy tones in their analog sequence popping. Slight little quirkiness on the rhythmical part of that arrangement. Maybe came in on the and or something. It was really nice. That rhythm pattern is just such a hook, you know. Boom, boom, boom. Go, you know. I love that, such a cheeseball piano sound there in the EDM world. What a fun track, man. I really dug that track. I when it opened up at the vocal shots, it's really funny because last year I had to do a whole CD for a music library that was really around vocal shots and stuff like that. I mean, I was vocal shot to death. But there are some really creative uses for that. You know, sample this, take it in, cut it into here, trigger it on the keyboards and stuff like that. And it makes for a very uniquely abrasive, beautiful melodic arrangement. You know, if you're going to go in that direction in this particular style of composition, you might as well, you know, hold the EDM flag high and hold it accountable. And they did a great job in being totally unique in this cover. The one thing I do want to say is that I find a wonderful thing for being an old guy and have also transitioned listening to many different music styles and stuff like that are singing styles that have changed. Techniques of singing, where the vocals are now sounding more like they're coming from here, or they have that unique little sound that they might put in their vocalization as they're announcing stuff or whatever. Except for that guy Vessel in Sleep Token. He's got his own thing going on there, which is actually super cool and unique. I'm just saying that's his own world. Like he's like, as a matter of fact, as a quick drift, I got 2 requests from 2 different bands that I decided to listen to some of their other music, and it almost sounded like, oh shit, here we go. It's like we have Sleep Token. Now there's these other bands that are pulling really close to it, because that's what happens, right? Anyhow, this particular track was great. It took me a second to realize it was the Say My Name cover, so